We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. The Jays have rattled off 16 straight wins. Will they make it 17? Find out next. Tanner Tully is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He comes into this one among the leaders in hitting percentage. Top 5 in the American League. I love watching him when he comes to the plate. There's an electricity about this guy. He has power, and there's a swagger about him that you just can't miss.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Flores, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Margot is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting third.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Alberto gloves it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. Jose Quintana is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch. Hey, textbook waist pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Matty, they have to be very happy with Alex Bregman right now. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, batting .500, 5 for 10. One out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. Ramos gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Margot is retired, 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Grounded to third. Franco has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Coming to the plate, Nicholas Castellanos, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And it's fouled away. To the left side, but it's well foul. The next 0-2 misses for ball 1.
The count is 1 and 2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And the Blue Jays break into the hit column as that's a base hit. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. Belted high and deep into right center. Margot's going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning. Keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Here's George Springer.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
Yastrzemski is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jose Martinez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Skied into straightaway right. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. 1 left for Toronto. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Yastrzemski, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Yastrzemski is one of the very few left-handed bats that displays a lot of power against left-handed pitching. He drives the ball well in these matchups, which simply has not been the case very often in baseball.
Yeah, and I think it all starts with his front shoulder. I mean, so many times you see left-on-left matchups, and what is it? Slider in the dirt, fastball that lights up a left-handed batter. Not with this guy. He keeps his approach short, keeps that front shoulder tucked, and plays with the big part of the field.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Mike Yastrzemski is retired leading off the bottom of the second. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto, as he'll take a look at ball one.
Count 1-0.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter.
Stepping up now, Nick Ahmed. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him, 1-2.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Some of our nation's young. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Franco gets set to start out the inning.
Michael Franco.
Well, and he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it, and that's the first out. So a runner on second with one down now, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Odell comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. Man at second here with 2 away, and up next the utility man Wilmer Flores. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check.
Welcome back. As the White Sox look to get the offense going in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts. So that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And the pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Flores is there. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. So coming to the plate, Abiatel Avellino. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a good pitch bottom of the zone. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box now, Austin Hedges. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And it's quickly 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Castellanos will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Make it 9 straight here to start. All set for the start of the 4th, and that will bring up Bryce Harper.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. To short. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season, and it's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
The 1-0 home. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
George Springer the next to hit. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. And he's safe.
He didn't fool anybody there because he was waiting on that curveball all the way. Stays back and lets it break right over the heart of the plate. Gives it a ride and drives in a run. Nice.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. As a look, now the pitch. Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
He's set. Here it comes. And there's a base hit on the line. And the throw in gets away from him. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
The batter, number 5.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning, Matt. A hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Roy, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around. got that bat head started.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
No hits to this point. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
The batter, number 3, designated hitter, Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate as he rips it on the ground to second. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they strike. Striding in, Kevin Odell back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
The next 0-2. Swing, and he pops him up. Escobar ranging into the outfield, and the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Manuel Margot will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's running. Popped him up. Hoskins over to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run will score all the way from first. It's now a 4-1 game.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. A shot down the first baseline. Bregman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
The count now at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Hanser Alberto is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Count now a ball and a strike. Quintana sets. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Sox get 1 on the RBI double. We played 4. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Swing and a ground ball to third. And there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Springer comes into play with a slugging percentage over 490, just shy of 500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Nick Senzel is in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. It's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Abiatel Abelino, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Standing in now, Austin Hedges. He'll swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield.
Up next for the White Sox.
Digging in and looking for more, Kevin Odell. He singled his last time up. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. 1-2 now. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Lifted in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Craig Stammen will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Next to bat for Toronto, Jose Martinez, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's 1 gone.
The third baseman, Number 7.
One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that means Michael Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Popped him up. Alberto moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Outside, that's a ball.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
2-0 count. Here it comes. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Senzel brings it in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in the long ball threat, Alex Bregman. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Mike Yastrzemski comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in once again, Hanser Alberto. A line out and a ground ball for an out on his line so far. No balls and a strike to count. Line towards center field. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order goes number 68. Enters from the bullpen to do the pitching. Eduardo Escobar will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He's set, and the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Senzel calls for it. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And up next, the utility man Wilmer Flores. First offering on its way.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting,
ready for another shot now. Bryce Harper. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the bottom of the inning now. And digging in is the veteran DH, Nick Ahmed.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Springer. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Standing in, Nick Senzel. Here comes the first pitch. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Baez was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Fly ball out toward left center field. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. So digging in now, Abiatel Avellino. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Baez is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty V, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Pretty. Sir Anthony Dominguez has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th, and the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Goodness, 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. At the plate, Rhys Hoskins. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Margot's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now at the plate, George Springer. He was a ground out victim last time up. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Stepping into the box, Austin Hedges. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Hector Neris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Toronto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Here it is, the 3-0. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Flores ranging into the outfield. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The center fielder, number 13.
Settling in now, Manuel Margot. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 the count. From the stretch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The third baseman, number 7.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Aaron Hicks is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field from the stretch.
1-0, number 31. Aaron.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. The 1-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time. White Sox leave 1. Roberto Ozuna comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
The 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive, and you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
1-2.
This is line to left. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 330 sign near the bullpen. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Wilson Ramos is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. To short, hit hard, fielded cleanly, and there's 1 away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eduardo Escobar. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
So stepping in, Wilmer Flores. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Nick Anderson is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Into the box, Mike Yastrzemski.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Hit in the air down the left field line. After it is Hicks. Around first, he's digging for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground. Hit pretty well out to left field. Hicks going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Runner at second, one away, and that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. Strike one to start the at-bat. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
So it was a swinging strike three. Nick Ahmed becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Taken in by Flores. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Wow, another game and another night to celebrate another victory. I'm just excited we've been able to be here to witness this amazing streak. There's nothing prettier in the world than good baseball, and that's just what they're giving us.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Blue Jays wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Jose Quintana earns his 8th victory of the season. Nick Anderson closes the door for the save, his 17th on the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the White Sox, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the AL East, Jose Quintana picked up win number 8 this year as the Bluebirds took down the White Sox 4-2. He is currently leading the American League in wins. Zach Eflin got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run, helping lead the Orioles to victory over Tampa Bay 5-1. The Boston Red Sox allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-0. Drew Steckenrider had his first victory of the year, helping the Stros best the Yankees 1-0. The Indians combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 4-1. The Dodgers smacked 15 team hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-5. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 2-0. Yoenis Cespedes swung the bat well with 3 hits as the Tigers took care of the Mariners 6-3. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. Alex Reyes grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, as the Fish disposed of the Rockies 4-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates combined for a 4-hitter as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 2-1. The Philadelphia Phillies swatted 4 home runs in this one as they sent their crowd home happy with a walk-off win in extra innings over the Cardinals 5-4. The Brewers combined to allow only 4 hits as they ran over the Reds 7-0. The Nationals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 1-0. Hunter Dozier was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, leading the Cubs to a win against San Diego 7-2. The Atlanta Braves picked up 14 hits in total as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 10-6. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.